Pisces, this is your week ahead tarot card reading by Born Without Boundaries Tarot. It's a message for Pisces, sun, moon, and rising sign. This is an energy reading, so take it where and how it resonates in your life. And if you're not a Pisces and somehow this ended up in your suggested feed, this is absolutely your message. It's more your message than anybody's message because it always comes to you at just the right time. And this is where your message begins. Guys, watch out for imposter syndrome because you're about to be, okay, so two ways of reading the cards. I'm going to give them both to you since this is a general reading. The first is there's somebody generously giving you offers and you don't feel good enough. And the reason why I think you don't feel good enough is because this happens. You start to take on too much. And the only reason that happens is because you feel like you still have to prove something. Right? You wouldn't be getting this if you needed to do this. I'm not saying you don't go to work or, you lay back and you don't do anything. I'm saying you're worth it. You're already worth it. But you don't feel it. So I got to show it. I got to prove it. I got to take on too much. I got to do too much. This is why he's slumped over. He's doing too much. Right? Or this is you and you're giving all your shit away. You're opening your heart and you give and you give and you give and you give, and it's creating a heavy burden. It's too much of a strain. Either way, there's too much of a strain here. There's a lot that's being given, but at the same time, it's draining you. This could be, for some of you, a time of investment where you have to put a lot of work in and you just have to put yourself out there and open up opportunities and, grind. So let's clarify. Which direction do you want Pisces to go in with this? Yeah, you're coming from a place of unhappiness. You're coming from a place of unrest, which is why you're so intent on making something better or doing it right this time. So what do you want them to keep doing? Can you please clarify? Keep investing, keep moving forward. So let's go back. We have this in the past. We have a breakup. We have a heartache. We have divorce. We have cheating or a cheater or somebody who is just thinking of themselves, being very selfish. So it's almost like there's a demon chasing you from the past, right? Not literally. I'm not predicting any of that, but I'm saying it's like, I know I messed up in the past, or this is what happened to me in the past. And I am so intent on not doing that again that I'm putting myself into an unnatural position just to prove that it's not going to happen to me every time, but it's supposed to not happen to you in the right position, not the wrong one. So let's go back. This is what I got when I asked, what about this 10 of Wands? What's happening? Putting your whole self in. This is the complete and total, emptying of yourself, complete and total investment into a certain situation. There's a lot of abundance here. There's a lot riding on this opportunity. It's like intuitively, that something is going on, that something isn't right, that something's stealing your thunder or, kind of cutting you off at the knees, or that maybe you're sneaking around, or there's some sort of sneaking around or something going on that you're trying to not see, but it's there, it's confirmed, and yet you're moving forward and you're putting your whole self in. Maybe you don't want somebody to know this yet, but it's almost like you want to drive forward, you want to move forward. This is the ending. So it's like inevitable. I think what you're doing is trying to avoid an inevitable ending. In order to avoid feeling like, but I was here before, but I messed up before. I'm not saying you messed up. I'm saying that this is sort of a declaration you're making in your own head. And this is the challenge that's coming through the cards, that you're facing, this sense of, I don't want to screw this up again. some things just aren't meant to be. It's not that you're screwing up or you're not working hard. So we got to get out of that mentality first. Something is definitely ended, but you're trying to not accept it. You're trying to keep something going, thinking that I can compensate. And ultimately you're ending up in a drained place. You're headed toward being drained or investing everything and putting your all in. This is taking something to the extreme. That's what that Scorpio energy is saying to me. It's saying you're taking something to the extreme. You're going to go all the way with this because you refuse to be here again. You refuse to be heartbroken, broken up with. You refuse to be, maybe feel you were irresponsible. You were the cause of a situation ending. Just discontentment. You refuse to let that happen again. So you're taking on a heavy burden in and of yourself. And I think you're going to go all the way with this, even though you know on some level somebody's either not being honest with you or you're not being honest with yourself, or like somebody's taking what they shouldn't, or you're having to ignore things that you normally would not ignore. And you're just like, I don't care. I'm going to move on with it. I'm going to keep going. I'm going to let this I'm going to invest everything I have into this situation. You are, whether you should or not, that's happy birthday, Doug Denny. Whether you should or not, that's up to you. But you are going to go all the way with this. You're going to see this through, and you don't care how much of a burden it is, because you are running away from this, and this is what's chasing you, this failure from the past. So, what does that mean? Okay, how is this going to end? First, before anything ends, please do subscribe to the channel and ring that notification bell and select all notifications, because then you will get notified when I go live. And this is the only place that I go live and do free public tarot card readings. So if you'd like to participate, subscribe and then select all notifications so you get notified and you know when I'm live. And if you want a personal reading, I do provide those. Please go to my website. It's the only place you can book and schedule anything with me, www.bornwithoutboundariestarot.com. Let's move on. So what were we going to ask the cards? Where is this headed? Because we clearly know. Well, first of all, I think the cards are saying don't give up. Take this all the way. Take it until you break, until it's almost like you're leaving it on the universe. You're like, I'm not giving up. So if you want to break this, you break it. But I'm not giving up. I'm not going to be the one that breaks this. So where is this headed? Let's find out. Where is this headed for Pisces? Where is this headed? Okay, we got Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo energy. This is getting to a place. So this is a really good sign. I actually really like this. This is headed toward you being more grounded. This is headed more toward your Virgo energy, which is your divine counterpart across the zodiac wheel. You're where the north and south nodes sit. So you're getting more and more comfortable in the space of practicality and pragmatism. You're getting more and more comfortable. In other words, this is telling me that where is this headed? This is going someplace manageable. You will be able to manage this. You will have enough. You're headed, unless you're headed toward a person, which would be a feminine earth sign, whether they're a male or female, doesn't matter. It's a feminine energy, which means it's spread out. It's wide casting. It's organization based. It's not sort of earnings based. This is a real managerial energy, and the energy of somebody who can manage things very easily. So ultimately that's what's happening, and that's where you're headed, to a place where you can manage stuff very easily. But the Queen of Cups is also somebody who gives all of herself and puts all of herself in, but at least she's managing things, and she has. It's not that you should neglect yourself. As soon as this card came out, it said you're headed towards something that's manageable, right? So this is a situation that is encouraging you to put your whole self in, because it's going to get more manageable, or you're putting all your energy and all your investment into this person or this opportunity. Okay. what comes after that? Kind of want to know what comes after that for happiness. So, okay, I'm glad you stuck with me, guys, because you're headed in the right direction for being content and being fulfilled. And it's almost like, good on you. Because I would have told you if this was like, give it up, let it go. This is not the case. You're going to be very, very happy that you stuck with this, because when I ask the cards, what's going to come out of this? This is happiness. This is wish fulfillment. This is contentment. This is being really good in the personal space that you built, right? Really being content with yourself, being happy with yourself. So it's not even about your partnership with somebody else. It's about you're going to be more content with yourself, because whatever you're being put through now is actually to teach you how to be more grounded and practical. And that's a hard lesson for a Pisces to learn. But when you learn it, you vibrate at your most harmonious, because you've learned how to balance yourself internally without depending on something externally. So you're being grounded now. And could this be a difficult situation, you know? That's fine. It's a difficult situation, but ultimately you're going to be very, very freaking happy. There could be some job offer that's coming to you. There could be your finances stabilizing, because right now it seems like 11-11, that's what it is. Your finances are going to stabilize, because right now it feels like you've put a lot in, and you feel like everything gets taken from you with that Seven of Swords. There's a sense of you're worried about something at the very least, but you're going to be making a move. You're going to be moving forward in a direction that you have been pondering or considering or being considered by for a while. And this could involve actual movement, like changing your location. But it's almost like, if you're stuck between two worlds right now, the new world is beckoning you, and the new way of being and the new way of living is beckoning you. And this is going to call for you being more level-headed, taking on a more traditional role, being more grounded, but not because you're forced to, because you're actually picking up on the universe telling you it needs you to be more like that right now. It needs that from you. And so it's providing you the opportunity to have that. Pisces. Oh, your dreams need a practical plan. What does that mean? Exactly what it says. This is Taurus energy, and then a win-win outcome is forecast. We've got Taurus and Virgo moons. I'm Taurus and Libra full moons. What does that mean? So a Taurus full moon happens in Scorpio season. A Libra full moon happens in Aries season. So that will happen relatively soon. So what I'm picking up is this is Venus energy. This is all about money, finances, being valued, and what you value. So this is something that you really do value. This is being valued. And I think you are taking on a role, you're taking on much more value, because there is groundedness here. Your dreams need a practical plan. Pisces, that's a wonderful message for you, because you are the dreamer. Now you have to put it into play, into practice. You have to dedicate yourself to it. And what is your plan? Make the plan, and the dream will come. And then we have a win-win outcome is forecast, full moon in Libra. There's a balancing here. There's some sort of, I don't know if you're with an earth sign, specifically a Taurus, but there's a grounding energy here that is helping to balance you. And you need to keep whoever that is or whatever that is in your life, because things are really balancing out in your favor. And having a practical plan is what's going to make everything make sense and work out. A win-win outcome is forecast. Your dreams need a practical plan. What is the practical plan? How are we making this practical plan? What is this practical plan? Stick with it. This is Capricorn energy. I don't know if you're dealing with a Capricorn, if this is the earth energy that we picked up on earlier, or it's just saying be a hard ass with this. Suffer. It's almost saying suffer. This isn't supposed to be easy. It's that Capricornian energy of dig in and work hard, and it doesn't matter if it's tough. It should be tough. The tougher, the better. It's calling for discipline. It's not calling for addiction. This is Capricornian energy that it's representing in this reading. It is about It is about get real and grow up. It's about maturation and putting your big boy, big girl pants on. That's what it's about. This road is supposed to be tough. Hang in there and be tough with it, because you're going to be happy that you did, or you're dealing with a Capricorn. Either way, it's saying it's worth it enough to struggle. It's worth it enough to sweat this one out. It's worth it enough because Saturn is a beautiful rewarder of energy and effort if you do it by the rules, if you do it the right way. And so that's what it's telling you to stick in there. Hang with it. Okay. It's like you're locked in anyway. This may be a toxic relationship that you're in, but it's like you're locked in. You're locked in. You just need a way to figure out how to what? And that's Saturnian energy. That's what it's telling me. To clarify it, it's like, yeah, this is representing Saturn here in the reading, not the devil as an addiction. This is Saturnian energy of you're going to struggle. I'm going to discipline you through this struggle, but keep your aspirations high. Know that that's where you're headed toward. Dream big. If you dream big, you got to work big. Keep making those wishes. Saturn is in Pisces. Okay? It's still in your energy. It's mid Pisces right now. So it's grounding your energy. How do I really find a way to make everything, happy birthday, Doug Denny, work? We have the Tower here where there's a sudden change, a sudden disintegration. In other words, let me put it this way. You will fuck everything up if you try to rush into something. If you don't remain in balance and practical, if you are impulsive and too intense and overbearing, don't do it. That's what will fuck you up. If you stay disciplined and focus and make an actual plan, then you will be fine. You will be absolutely perfect. But this can really shut you down. This sentiment of this was a Sagittarius you were dealing with in the past who broke up with you and fucked you up. There was some sort of Sagittarius energy here. Something just didn't work out or didn't fit. You were held back. You couldn't go. You couldn't move forward. It's like, I don't know what this is. What I know is that this is going to shock you. Right? If you push too hard, if you get out of balance, if you insist on this impulsivity and selfishness, that will bring everything down. I think it's discipline and aspiration and faith that is going to take you to the next step in your life. And honestly, deconstruct anything that right now is standing in your way. Let's go to the extended. The link is down below. I'll see you there.